Hey, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all honors and praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, taught us well, the elders, and salutations to the brothers, the elect brothers that's out there pushing this truth with sincerity throughout all four corners of the globe. Uh, the spirit just came on me on the way getting here to work, and I just wanted to bring out, the simplicity of our people. During this election, it was a big battle between Jake, the Israelite Jake men, and the Israelite Jake women, and just a whole bunch of uh, how should I say variables on why things is going to get worse or why men is no good and why the women ain't no good and all that. But simplistically, we no good because we went off with the Most High, from the jump. And these things that we dealing with right now, as far as anything that's not pleasant onto thee because of the election, rather either party, the blue or the red, ain't got nothing to do with them. It's what the Lord put us through based upon when He gave us a rundown on what happened if we did the right thing or if we did the wrong thing. So I'm gonna just go into it. I'm gonna just title this "Rebelliousness" because it ain't nothing that these nations is these other heathen nations is doing the result of why we go through anything negative as far as our plight here in Great Babylon the Great. All right. So this is Deuteronomy 28, and it starts out with saying, "And it shall come to pass." This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth." All right. And it talks about all the blessings that we shall have from the beginning of chapter 28 all the way down to about verse 14. All right. So, with that being said, all the things that we could have obtained if we would have just been loyal and obedient. That's the word I'm looking for, obedient. All right. But we didn't do these things. So now y'all want to point the finger at why our plight is so difficult right now. Ain't no need to start finger pointing now because we've been fucked up. Excuse my language. We've been messed up. So these are the things that we going through right now based upon uh, prophecy and scriptural that's been documented way before these presidents have been put into office, all right? So don't start looking at the bad things that's happening to our people based upon an election. We was rebellious from the jump, and this is why we going through it, all right? And after the 14 verses of what we would have been blessed with, down on to chapter 28 in Deuteronomy, verse 15, it speaks of some of the things that we will go through based upon us being rebellious. The key word, rebellious. All right. And it reads in verse 15, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all these to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, all right, all these curses, all the things that we've been going through for centuries and decades and what so have you, is what we've been going through, and y'all expecting a great white hype or somebody in the political field to bring y'all out of. It's not gonna happen, all right? Because the Lord said these are the things that you're gonna partake in. These are the things that's gonna come upon you if you don't observe to do all His commandments and His statutes. All right, reading on, and it says, I command thee this day that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right. And just real quick, I'm gonna read a couple of them because all of them hit home, and this is what's been going on with us before the turn of democracy and the coming of power of the Roman Empire or what have you. We've been subjected to these things regardless, wherever we went as a people. All right. We always was enslaved. We always was in poverty. All right. Because the Lord promised us that as a punishment. And one of the first ones, it says in verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Right. So where you live at is going to be hell where you live, crime rate, everything. And where you work at is not going to be pleasant. Even if you reach the high statute of, a position at your job, you still going to be looked at less than with who is the average heathen that works there. You're going to be lower than them as Jake. So that means cursed in thy field, where you work at, is going to be a unpleasant place to work as well. Some of you coons, y'all subjected, y'all complacent where y'all stand at as far as your job status, but you're still low level, man. All right, these celebrities, they come out here and portray the role of being high standard and royal, but under their umbrella, you ain't nothing, man. You a sacrifice. You can easily be replaced. All right, so that's cursed in thy field, and then cursed in your